All right, welcome everyone. Welcome back to the Tuesday night YouTube live. Gonna be rapid fire. I'm gonna really get after it tonight. Expecting a very, very busy day tomorrow. And for what it's worth, whether you care or whether you don't, if you listen to the podcast this week, go to SteadyTrade.com, check it out. I'm kind of playing with some life goals and things I want to accomplish, and part of that is two-a-days, and if you played high school football, like I did, you know what that means. August, you loved the summer, but you dreaded August because you knew two-a-days were coming. You'd have your calendar when you got out of school and you were like, booyah, man, June 1st, school is done. And then 4th of July. And then, if you're from a small town like I am, the county fair and, all this fun. And then come August, two-a-days are coming. So for me, two-a-days are coming. 4:30 a.m. tomorrow, I'm going to be doing some wicked stuff. And then at 4 p.m., I'm going to be right back at it. So busy day for me tomorrow. That being said, my friends, I have a ton of stuff for you tonight. And the idea is to break down the watch list and get to work. So let's do that. Things I do want to talk about, I would like to kind of start with the update is, if you were at the Traders Expo last week, awesome. Love to meet a ton of you. And, those shows, keep in mind, full disclosure, Sykes and I were at the Traders Expo, and, we don't, we're not paid to appear. We don't get anything out of it. We paid for our hotels. We paid for our meals. So what I'm getting at is, this is an honest opinion, okay? Nobody paid me to go to the Traders Expo. Nobody comped me at the hotel bar. None of this. We went there because we enjoy these. And it was a great time. And if you were there, and if I shook your hand, or if I hugged you or took a selfie, it was a good time. I always love meeting new traders. I mean, one of the greatest things about trading is, and this is about psychology. So there's probably going to be one of these guys. There's a guy, the same guy every week, that yells at me to get to stocks. But, and if he's yelling at me, that's cool. But so much of trading is up here, okay? It's you against you. It's you against the computer. It's you against the other market participants, okay? So much of it is up here. And what I love about these expos is meeting new traders, people with the boundless energy, okay? That's what's awesome about the markets as well, is eternal optimism. It can be good, it can be bad, okay? So, if you're bag holding some stock, that eternal optimism can bite you in the ass. But I think that eternal optimism is one of the things that makes markets great, what creates so much opportunity. So anyway, let's get to work. We got a lot to do tonight, and let me share my screen. And let's get after it. So, number one, is tomorrow night. If you're looking to enhance your trading, get better at identifying short setups, doing a webinar tomorrow night. It's free. It's very focused. It's in-depth. You know, I'm going to be on the whiteboard. I'm going to be breaking everything down. So go to StocksToTrade.com/free-webinar. Okay. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Going to be going over, I think, the best patterns to short, the best setups to short. So if you are a short bias trader or you're trying to hone your short game, go to StocksToTrade.com/free-webinar. Check it out. It's an hour long tomorrow night. Would love to see you there. That's it for announcements. Let's get to work. Hopefully the guy that yells at me every week isn't yelling at me. So anyway, so let's go to the watch list. These goals are to go over the watch list. SMSI. So sign up for the watch list. Okay. These are picks that are dropped in your inbox every Sunday, roughly 2 p.m. Eastern. They're the best stocks, I think, of the week. So you can check out SMSI. The idea was earnings winner, crazy volume, hot sector, everything we look for. And while yesterday it was a little boring, today was incredible. Okay. So this is Friday. Well, Thursday night. Okay. Thursday night, gapped up on earnings. Friday was great. And maybe you missed it. Okay. You don't have to get bit by FOMO. Okay. You can miss these trades. And then, so say you missed it on Friday and then it drops in your inbox on Sunday and you're like, oh, I'm interested in SMSI because it is Internet of Things. It is, software as a service, SaaS. This is interesting to me. It's at 52-week highs. You know, their financials are great. You don't need to trade it Monday. And then today, when it opens week, reclaims that high at 2 p.m., that's your goal. And that was the goal, laid out this weekend. And worst case scenario, say you're late, you're in at 6, you're up 630, 640, you're up 30, 40 cents a share. High likelihood this thing continues tomorrow. Futures are okay, not crazy strong, but look for those whole dollar, half dollar amounts. Look for those 52-week highs. Look for those breakouts. They work, okay? One of the biggest things that drives me nuts in trading is when you get some clown that's like buying breakouts doesn't work. Ha, loser. You bought the breakout. I slammed the bid. Ignore these idiots. They're all living in their mom's basements. They all hate their lives. They're all 500 pounds, haven't had a date in their entire lives, and they're there to mock some of the best setups because they miss those best setups. So SMSI was great. Very, very excited about this tomorrow. If you're not in it, look for that week open red to green tomorrow. CRWD. Ooh, I know many of you might not like high price stocks. During earnings season, high price stocks are super dope, super awesome, super excellent, super. I did my Wayne's World references. I did my crap. What was the movie with Keanu and the other guy? But anyway, I tried to do my cool references from the 80s. I failed miserably, but the point is, look for these recent IPOs that are breaking new highs on big volume, and you see that today. Okay, again, this is Friday. We put it on the weekend watch list. Monday was ugly. It broke those highs today. Your entry is around that 2 p.m. window that I talk about every single week. Spike through that into the new highs, all-time highs, and settled back around. But I mean, it's about as perfect as you can get, because you're not trying to dip buy. You're not trying to play guessing games. You're buying strength. And CRWD set up perfectly into tomorrow, into the end of the week. Snap, that was my main idea from last week, and Snap worked last week. But let me jump back out for a 10-day. Snap was very, very solid last week. I rolled it over this week because I had higher expectations. Really didn't come, but I'm telling you, focus on new highs. Set your alerts at 1830, 1850. There's a good chance when this breaks those levels, it's going to spike hard. So I rolled over Snapchat with high expectations, but they haven't played out so far. But keep it on your radar. Set your alerts. ACHN. Ooh, I can't remember actually. I like to pride myself in my memory, but I can't remember what ACHN did. Hanging strong, hanging tough, like the Backstreet Boys. What more can you ask for than hanging tough? So far, listen, you're not going to have all winners, but ACHN is holding up, and it's simple stuff, man. Man and women, I love you all, but look for simple breakouts. Look for whole dollar, half dollars. Look at how this thing peaked at 5. If it breaks through 5 on high volume, which is a new breakout, that's your entry. So nothing on ACHN so far this week, but set an alert at 5 and be ready to attack when and if it breaks that level. OBLN, I'll admit I took a chance. This was a chance. Nobody in the universe, well, maybe not the universe, okay? There's 7.9 billion people on the planet. Out of 7.9 billion people on the planet, nobody hates obesity gadgets more than me, okay? I think it's the dumbest idea in the history of the universe. But when you find a low float stock that likes to do reverse splits, that likes to issue press releases, that likes to pump up their stock, there is opportunity. So OBLN did the reverse split on Thursday. So remember, if you're new, which is cool, love having new traders here. If you're new, OBLN was not, understand, OBLN was not up 4,000%. They did a reverse split, which is a way to, reduce the freely tradable shares, pump up your stock price so you don't get kicked off the NASDAQ or the NYSE. So anyway, this stock was not up this much on Thursday. But the beauty of these ideas is when you do a reverse split, the float is reduced, okay? So if you get big volume the next day, the third day, the fourth day, the fifth day, they have a good potential of spiking. And I tell everybody, and you can agree or disagree with this. I mean, I don't care, okay? Listen, I love that you guys are here. You can agree with everything I say. You can disagree with everything I say. You can agree with some of it, disagree with some of it. But if you are trading reverse splits on day one, your odds of long-term success are very low. But if you can look for that key levels, those big breakouts on day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, that's where the opportunity is. And you can see on Friday, the stock got wrecked at the open, broke that high at 6, and proceeded to spike, $2.50 a share. If you had 100 shares, if you had 200 shares, you're making good money. Okay, 100 shares and you get a $2 spike, a $2.50 spike, you're looking good. Got wrecked into the close on Friday, and then our focus, the only reason I put this on the watch list was I knew, I had a gut feeling, I trusted that a bunch of shorts would have piled in on Friday, and there was a good chance that they could spike on Monday. So what did it do? Faded into the open, dropped as low as 550, and then spiked as high as 7. Okay, listen, I'm not saying this was a great idea. I'm not saying I nailed the call. I mean, I don't have the webcam on, but I'm not saying I nailed this idea. But when you get these low float, high volume stocks that do a recent reverse split and they break key levels, there is opportunity there. Multiple dollars of upside on this thing. But I will say this, I don't think it was a great setup. I'm just trying to show you what we look for on these things. Reverse split, ignore. Day 2, breaking the highs, it's a trade. Day 3, on a Monday, if it opens weak and breaks key levels, there is a trade. So, why short? Woo! Why would I ever short a market or a stock in this market? But okay, guys, that is the recap of the watch list. Again, you can love it, you can hate it, you can mock it all you want, but I got to get up at 4:30 in the morning. Got a lot to do. Oh, geez, any thoughts on Enphase? Enphase might be my favorite stock of 2019. Dude, this thing is, dude. Oh, that dates me. When you start a sentence with dude, that dates me. But anyway, look at this chart. And let me do a search. Okay. So one of the things cool about StocksToTrade Pro, and let me go back to the screen share for proof. Everybody wants proof. Everybody like, show me, show me, show me. We live in a voyeur society at this point in 2019. Everyone's going to have that neural link at the back of their brain so that everyone can see what they're doing. Nevertheless, ENPH. It's not working. 16,000. Oh, it's because I put the quotes in. $57 times in StocksToTrade Pro, I have talked about Enphase. So the cool thing about StocksToTrade Pro, everything's recorded, everything's annotated, everything's broke down. So 57 times we talked about this stock in a live webinar. Okay, check out StocksToTrade Pro if you're curious. I did 13 webinars last week while going back and forth to Chicago twice. Anyway, look at that. 12/6/2016 was the first mention of Enphase. What was Enphase doing on 12/6/2016? It was $1.20 stock. Oh, love it. Anyway, end phase I love for tomorrow. Are you a student of Tim Sykes? Yes, for 12 plus years. So again, I'm gonna jump over to chat. Let's get out of here. Let me answer some questions. It's time to get after some tomorrow. So, show us live trade with bids stacking up next time on YouTube. Good idea, Antoine, but I kind of got to do that during the market day. So, Antoine, I like the suggestion. So Antoine's asking for, a live breakdown of level 2. That's a great idea. It's just I can't do that at 8 p.m. Eastern because the markets are closed. But I like it, Antoine. Good suggestion. 4 a.m. is crazy. You're crazy for not getting up there. Mobile app is real close, guys. It's coming. Are you buying Apple tomorrow? Oh, man. Oh, man. I love Apple. Okay. iPhone, MacBook Pro, iPad. I'm answering your questions on an iPad. My daughter, my husband, my wife. Oh, ouch. My wife, my daughter. I probably have at least $10,000 worth of Apple products in my house right now. I had an Apple II, okay? Google Apple IIc, okay? I'm as old school as it gets when it comes to Apple. I just don't have patience. I'm a day trader at heart, but I think there's a lot of opportunity in Apple, man. I think you could definitely trade that tomorrow. Look for those patterns I talk about every week. Look for those breaks of new highs. Look for those key levels. Look for the high volume. Look for VWAP breaks. There's a lot of opportunity in trading Apple if you can trade those high price stocks. So, would I short end phase? No. I would never short a chart like end phase, okay? And I'm going to get out of here in a minute. I'm not going to put the screen share back on, but oh my God. Listen, Sonny, I love you. You look like, were you on Jersey Shore? You kind of look like it, but anyway, I love you, Sonny. If you're trying to short stocks at all-time highs that have been uptrending for months and months and months and years, that is not, it's not a great way to try and get consistently profitable. Short stocks that are ugly, just like you would buy stocks that are uptrending, you want to short stocks that are downtrending. I mean, end phase might be the strongest looking chart in the entire stock market. Okay. Prove me wrong. Okay. Next week, bring me a chart that looks stronger than end phase. Why would you want to short strength? That's the biggest way. Everybody talks about 90% fail. Everyone talks about, day trading doesn't work. You can't make this work. You get lucky sometimes, you get unlucky sometimes. It's not viable over time. It's because people are trying to short stocks on an uptrend and buy stocks on a downtrend. Do the opposite, man. Buy stocks that are uptrending like end phase and short stocks that are shit stocks that are fading. Don't fight the trend, okay? A good resource for you. Michael Covel. Michael, Covel. Trendfollowing.com. check him out, okay? I've met Michael a couple times. He's a great guy, but all of his resources, the turtle traders, are you familiar with the turtle traders? All these guys did, they brought guys in and were like, follow the trend. Buy stocks that are uptrending, short stocks that are downtrending. And they became some of the most successful guys ever. Don't fight the trend. There's your resource for the night, trendfollowing.com. Go to Michael Covell's webpage. He's got an awesome podcast. I want you guys to get better. I want you to be the best version of yourself you could ever be. I got to get to bed because I got to do cardio at 4 a.m. and then lift weights at 4 p.m. Listen, you're only here for a small time. Make the best of it. Be the best version of yourself you can be. Get smarter, faster, stronger every day. And I had fun tonight. I'll see you guys next Tuesday.